got Julia Bue-Said with me, who is Chief Executive of the Advantage Travel Partnership Group. Morning to you, Julia.
Hi, morning, Sean.
Morning. We were talking earlier about, Wizz Air share price up 12%, TUI up 10%. Does it feel to you like this is a turning point for the travel sector?
I think hopefully if we expect the news, we're expecting the news today that the International Travel Review that obviously will take place, that testing for those returning back to the UK, what they call the pre-departure test for vaccinated travellers, if that is to go, that right now is a real hindrance to anyone thinking about travelling, filled with uncertainty, expensive because you do have to pay for these tests, and also the isolation period that you need to now stay. Once you do the day 2 test on arrival, you do need to isolate until you get results back. All of that dampens confidence. But even the talk of removal, as was promised by the Secretary of State, he did say that the testing will be in place not a moment longer. That was a month ago. That really does impact confidence. And as you've seen on the share prices, affects people's moods. Absolutely.
So you're saying more people are thinking, OK, when we know that these restrictions will be going at some point soon, do you start to see the bookings pick up?
It's really interesting right the way through the pandemic. And let's not forget, up until May 2021, international travel was banned for quite a period of time. So as we've seen restrictions change, as we've seen testing regimes changing, you can plot that against a graph to see the booking patterns. It's quite incredible. But travel, if it is for leisure, it really is about confidence. Clearly, travel's not just about discretionary travel. Lots of family and friends that haven't been reunited for many months now, eager to make sure they can travel without having to pay for onerous tests. But also, once a variant is dominant in the UK, it's no longer a public health measure to have these testings in place. We've seen throughout the data, it really does no benefit at all. So it really does impact confidence hugely when we see changes in the travel testing process.
And so maybe at the point of the year anyway, Julia, where one of those discussions you have in your households is like, right, where are we going to go this year? What are we going to do? People have had a bit of time over Christmas to think about what the plan is. Have you noticed a difference in booking habits and where people are looking to go in 2022 compared to, say, where we were this time last year and lockdowns going on in Britain?
Yes and no. I think certainly for short-term travel. And it depends on who it is that's looking to book. So not only are we navigating restrictions from the UK government, we're also having to navigate international restrictions from different governments. So it's a very complex process. If you're looking to travel on a late holiday in the next few weeks, what people are looking at is, okay, what do I need to do to come back to the UK? But actually, where is it I can go, depending on my vaccination status, depending if I've got children, what age the children are. There's quite a few different hurdles that you need to navigate through. What we've really tried to make sure we can do through our travel agent network is to make sure that people have the information. I think we found that once they have the information, once they can speak to an expert, it really helps them understand exactly what is available to them. When we look at the summer holidays for this summer, the booking patterns are very different. People are they're booking flexible holiday options. And
are they paying more for that flexibility?
Not necessarily, no. I mean, what we try to do as an industry is really build that into the booking process. So a lot of operators now, a lot of companies that travel agents work with do offer flexible terms and lower deposits, really to try and help customers feel a lot more confident about putting a deposit down for a holiday.
And can I ask you about Turkey, Julia? We were talking yesterday about the inflation at the minute. The price is rising. The last official statistic was over 30%, and we're hearing about people, going into supermarkets in Istanbul and not really knowing what the price of a standard product might be when they go in there. Is that starting to filter through into the travel industry's conversations and customers wondering what that really means? Because we've talked a lot more about Turkey in recent years about as it being a place to go.
Yeah, not really. Turkey's not really a winter sun destination, so I think the time the summer comes, we might see something a bit different. We start to see bookings really come through, particularly for the beach holidays in sort of May onwards. But that's I think very common for somewhere like Turkey. We've seen those inflation kind of periods over the course of the years. It's still very affordable. It's still a very great value destination, and I'm sure won't have an impact when it comes to the key booking periods.
And just finally, the number one booking destination at the moment?
At the moment, it's the one that's always on the list. You know, if it's a winter sun destination, it is the Canaries. Although you tend to find it's for young families because there are restrictions on children travelling over 12.
Yeah.
And in the summer, we're seeing destinations like Dubai really doing exceptionally well.
Julia, thank you. Julia Bue-Said from the Advantage Travel Partnership Group. Thanks to everybody who's been in touch this morning. Rachel and Rick next.